Hi, this is Dean Bushmiller with Expanding Security, and I wanted to talk to you about a new feature of our courses for learning. A lot of times what you'll see me do is you'll see me, like in a recording, you'll see me walk through a mind map. And then if you know, you can actually access those. In our courses, you can access that mind map and you can look at it later on so that you can learn. But then how do we know whether you learned or not? And then how can you use this tool at work? And that's where AI comes in. Now, I'm not saying that you should take the mind map and pour it into AI because that's probably not going to work for your learning and where you are. So if you're looking inside of this mind map right here, this is the risk management models and frameworks design, and you go into the links section, the first link in that section is going to be this AI prompt, and you'll see it pops up right here over top my head. So what do you do with that? Well, I'm going to take that information, I'm going to copy it because it's selected at this moment in time, and I'm going to paste it into Google right here. And this happens to be Gemini. You could use OpenAI, you could use Claude. It really doesn't matter. So I'm going to post that into this entry right here, hit enter, and then what it's going to do is it's going to ask me questions. It's going to ask me questions about my organization that are valuable for me in my risk assessment, or whatever the topic is. It's going to ask you questions so that you can articulate for your organization. You'll go through that and you'll answer that honestly. Here, I've already filled in these prompts, so I'm just going to scroll through and ask me particular questions. And I'm very specific about what I know and what I don't know. And one of the key options here is to type in, I don't know, so that you don't know, so that it will tell you what's going on. Here's where your weakness is, that kind of thing. You get all the way to the bottom of this, and these are usually about 7 questions. At the bottom of that 7 questions, it says, okay, it sounds like this is what's happened with you. Here's your current capability summary of your organization. So it's asking you about your organization. You could just as easily talk from a standpoint of giving the example of what you know about an organization or how you would put these things in place. At that point, it gives you that current capability, the summary, and then it says, hey, based on this mind map and based on our understanding of what you know, here are the gaps within your organization. So even if you don't have a real organization and you articulate what you understand about this particular topic, then what can you do at that point? Well, at that point in time, what you've done is you've consumed the mind map and you understand what your strengths and weaknesses are. So let's use AI to help us learn, but that requires that you watch some recordings, maybe understand what risk management's all about, maybe watch my recordings, and then pull that prompt in and see how you do with interacting with that prompt. Eventually, what you'll get at the end is you'll get a prompt that you can reuse anytime you want to understand your organization based on this security topic. So that's the new innovation. It starts as of now, April 1st of 2026. Any new course that we create or any course that we go and rev for any of the people that we work with will have this new feature inside of it. So thank you, and I'll see you soon.